Chambers here with tonight's Inside Story. And Avery, this is a fun one, and you've been keeping a secret from us.
I haven't been keeping a secret from you. But I have to say that in the last couple of days, a lot of people were surprised at the information that I'm about to tell you. So it's a little bit of Confession Thursday. A drum roll?
Yeah.
It has to do with my passport, and I'm an American citizen. So about a year and a half ago, I know. So about a year.
How long have you been here?
Since I was 12. Many, many, many years. And I finally made the application. It's a fairly big application.
Yeah.
A year and a half goes past. Just before Christmas, I get this letter that comes in the mail, and it's summoning me to take my test, which is the one final step. It is the citizenship test.
Have you studied?
Watch. Ricarda instances in 1604, 800-year-old tradition. This stack of pages, 65 in all, have been pored over, marked up, highlighted, and studied by about 170,000 people every single year in this country, and they all share the same desire. And it's because of these papers that I'm now desperately hoping to become one of those people, and that means the test. Right now, on page 1 of the official study guide, they warn you that if you study from any other source, you do so at your own risk. But when you go online, you can find pages of study guides, some for a fee, that stump even full-fledged Canadians like my super smart CityNews colleagues.
Okay, let's go.
How many ridings or constituencies are there in Canada?
We've done enough
308?
elections. It's 308.
308. It's got to be 308.
Okay, 308 is correct. Okay. About one half of all the goods produced in British Columbia are forestry products, grains and oilseeds, meat products, or dairy.
Forestry.
Right. Correct. We're good. What is the highest honor available to Canadians? The Victoria Cross, the Canada Cross, the Order of Victoria, the Order of Canada.
Order of Canada.
It's incorrect!
I was going to say Victoria Cross.
You gave into the peer pressure.
I know.
And which one is the only officially bilingual province? Quebec, New Brunswick, Ontario, or all provinces are officially bilingual? Oh, officially?
I would say all provinces are.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with all.
Yeah.
The answer is
New
Brunswick.
Sam would have never guessed that.
No, I
wouldn't have chosen New Brunswick.
How did we do?
So how did we do? What's the C results?
The answer is 16 question.
20.
16 out of 20.
16 out of 20. In order to pass, you have to have 75%.
That's 80.
So you passed.
So we passed. But we just passed.
In 4 collective minds.
Out on the street, I put more real Canadians to the test with some mixed results. First 2 lines of the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Oh Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all our sons command.
Canada has 3 territories and how many provinces? 13, 10, 3, or 5?
That would be 13.
What do you call a law before it is passed? And you can look.
What do you call a law before it's passed?
Yeah. A new law, a proposed law,
it will
a
be
bill?
Proposed law.
No. What does the word Inuit mean? Eskimo, home, the people, or the Arctic land?
I would say the people.
What was the women's suffrage movement?
The women's what?
Suffrage movement. The effort by women to achieve the right to vote.
Oh, okay.
The effort by women to participate in military service. An unsuccessful movement to get husbands to do housework. The effort by women to be in parliament.
That's just gas. The right to vote?
Okay.
Which province is the only officially bilingual province? New Brunswick, Quebec, Ontario, PEI.
Quebec.
Quebec.
Yep, Quebec.
No?
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick.
Is it?
That's where my family's from.
What's the only bilingual province in Canada?
New Brunswick.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a medical student.
I knew it. Something was up. Hey there. Warming up in a cab to head back to the station, I met Fritz, a Canadian citizen by way of Jamaica. You're a veteran Canadian citizen now. What advice do you have for me?
They gave you a little book to study, right?
I do have a little book to study, but it doesn't seem so little to me. There's a lot of facts in there.
There's a lot of facts in there, but all they have to just study and remember it, just remember it. That's all they have to do, because if you really want to come to be a Canadian citizen, you have to just study and it's not hard. It's not that hard. It's mean a lot to be a Canadian because, as I said before, this is the greatest country to me in the world.
And I agree
Here,
with
here.
that wholeheartedly. And
Yep,
the interesting
no
thing is,
arguments.
I have learned so much about what other people know about this country while
Yeah.
I've been studying things that I thought that, we take for granted.
Well,
You knew a lot of these questions.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember. A lot of it was grade 5 history and grade 6 history, and
What you've retained
which
or
was
not?
15 or 20 years ago at least, right?
So we have one question. Since you knew
All right,
so
and
much
I
that
have
was in
not
here,
seen this, so
you
here
have
we
no
go.
idea. So we've pulled up a little board here. Do
All right,
you
I'm
really
thinking.
know Avery Haines?
Do I really know Avery Haines?
And we've worked together for many years. In which state was I born? A,
Are
New
you
Jersey,
kidding me?
B, New Hampshire, C, New Mexico, or D, New York?
Oh my goodness.
We've known each other for a decade.
We have. Longer. New York. We're going
Wait.
with New York. No, we were going
Christina-
to go. No, I
Christina
was going to
put-
pick New York. No, we talked about that. I remember talking about it.
And you are.
Is that really in the questions for your citizenship? We
No,
have to
it's
know
in
where
my
you-
question. I'm testing you
I
now. I'm
know.
tired of being tested. So the answer is
Look at these
Roger
study
thinks
notes.
he knows me.
I don't apparently. I did. I knew.
New
that.
Mexico.
Were you in New Mexico?
Yeah.
Didn't you live in New York?
My brother was born in New York. My sister was born in New Delhi. I was
That's what
born
it was.
in.
It's the new concept.
We
eh?
are the new concept. Anyway, so I'm not telling you when I'm going to take my test. I'm terrified. I
So what made you do it now, though?
I've applied a couple of times over the years, but because of work, missed the test. They give you such a short window, and it's such a long time before you can actually take it. I was in Costa Rica once, was living there when I got this notice to take the test. And before you had to give up your American citizenship, now
But
you
now you
can
can keep
become
it, right?
dual. And I kind of felt as though at the time I wanted to be dual.
Yeah.
But I felt Canadian through and through since I've been here since I was 12.
Okay.
But now to actually get it official, I'm studying so hard.
Look at
and
these.
I know I'm a little over the top on it, but
Get back to studying.
fingers crossed. Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Now.
Oh, yeah,
This is
so,
for you.
sorry, this
We're
is
so
for me.
excited
I'm so
about
excited
taking
about
it.
getting my test. If you have any advice for me before I take my test, or
Your
any
test.
inside story
I
ideas
have
as
my
well,
passport already.
you can reach out to me on Twitter at City Avery.
And the Inside Story runs every Tuesday and Thursday on City News. All segments are also up on our website, citynews.ca.